What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to State of Footy, the third episode, I think second week in a row. So we're trying to keep it consistent as possible for you guys. A lot of things happened in the week of football this week. United suffered another loss. Liverpool won a cup with kids, and Man City kept it going in the league. But I'm not by myself today. I am with two of my very best friends, two of the people that I love talking football with the most. First of all, you know him very closely. He's here pretty much every week. The man, the myth, the legend, Griggs. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, people? Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill.
Yes,
End of the
every
month
time.
this week, so paid the rent, as we say. But now, always happy to be on CK's channel. Yeah, we got a lot of shit to discuss. Some positive, some negative, but it is what it is.
Absolutely. Appreciate you coming on as always. And we have another special guest, very special guest. I think making his first appearance on the channel, I believe. He took time out of his day. His son is asleep. He's ready to get cooking. He's ready to talk ball. The one, the only, Oski.
What it do, boys? Boy made his debut on the State of Footy. You heard me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fans like Register Kev. Shout out my boy Register Kev. First person to comment, first person probably to like. Shout out people that are in here, whoever's coming from, I don't know what channel, but we about to get cooking at 10 p.m. in Eastern. I know Western is different timing, but Griggs look like he just woke up from a nap, so we're going to give him some Red Bull. But we outside, man. We about to talk footy, the State of Footy with Griggs Talk. And make sure you throw my at up there too, please, because I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
But
I got you. I'll edit it right now.
We're already out here demanding. So it's part of the contract talks. You know what I feel? But we here. Goody boys,
man, it's good. I mean, this is normal to us, right? It's us three pretty much every night on StreamYard, talking shit, talking ball. Is that yeah, that's crazy. But we do this anyways, so we might as well get it going on the YouTube as well. Get it going for the people. What's up, Kev, in the comments, by the way? Appreciate the support. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Let's start with the game of the weekend, Cup final. Carabao Cup final, not FA Cup final. But Liverpool versus Chelsea. Pretty much a remix of the 2022 Carabao and FA Cup final. Another 0-0. This one was a little bit more entertaining, I would say, but still, I woke up on the West Coast. Life of a West Coast football fan. We're waking up early. I woke up early for the United game, and I woke up early for the Cup final. Both were a little bit underwhelming, I would say. But I guess just start with we'll start with Greg's. I guess your just thoughts on the game as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. It's kind of a remix of the other two cup finals. Chelsea. I think Gary Neville kind of summed it best the way he at the end of the match. The blue, what do you call him? The £1 billion blue bottle job or something like that.
Yeah.
He stole the line off Peter Drury. I'm sure Peter Drury was probably fuming that he stole that kind of poetic line. But no, it was I think from Liverpool's perspective, you got to look at two people in particular. Virgil van Dijk, captain, leader, legend, as they said after the game. Kind of stamped himself in the Liverpool history books as a captain. Obviously, he's already the greatest ever defender and stuff like that. But as a captain, that was the definition of a captain's performance. Scored twice. Obviously, one got disallowed because of VAR, but to score again on pretty much similar set piece, incredible. And he was a man amongst men in terms of a man amongst kids, because you got to say half the lineup by the end of the game for Liverpool was a bunch of 15-year-olds. Bobby Clark, boy, that sounds like some dude from Tennessee. If you told me that guy plays for Tennessee University as a linebacker, I would believe you. Some guy named McConnell, Jaden Dan. Staffy said he looks like Marion Fellini's cousin. A bunch of other kids. Connor Bradley, obviously, you know about Connor Bradley because he's been stepping up for Liverpool in replacement of Trent Alexander-Arnold. But it was incredible from that. And for Jurgen Klopp, you got to give him credit because I don't know, you guys are going to agree with this because obviously we're all United fans. But in the modern day,
sorry to cut you off. Big up Staffy for the raid. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. Top Red Staffy and his Top Red Army in the comments. So appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe the video on the way in. We're just talking a little bit of the FA Cup final right now, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a way too early England squad prediction for the Euros this weekend. Who we would be taking to Germany. So appreciate all you.
all the
Shout out
dweebs
to
that
IPTV, of course. Violation. Go ahead, Griggs.
But no, yeah,
It's all my people.
the closest thing to Sir Alex Ferguson in the modern day for me is Jurgen Klopp. The way he was able to like rally around, just be able to tell those kids, just go on the pitch and just be yourself, bro. On Wembley, the biggest night of their lives, possibly the biggest match most of those kids will ever play. They didn't look out of their comfort zone. I think for me, that's down to Klopp's man management and believing in them. Sir Alex Ferguson was very similar. You guys remember, obviously, Makeda scoring a title-winning goal against Aston Villa. Bro, Makeda had never seen had never been played for the senior team before. To step up in that kind of situation, it takes credit, and we got to big up Klopp. As for Chelsea, Mauricio Pochettino is a coward. The approach in the second extra time, saying that he wants to go against Pens against a bunch of 15-year-olds, that's pretty embarrassing. But the 90 minutes before that, I think is down to the players. Like Conor Gallagher should be finishing a couple chances he got. Of course, you don't want to acknowledge me, you absolute fraud. You're top. That's why I sent you to the cell. Yeah, well, good job, David Shearer. You were you were popping in the comments. You know your ball. Hey, Grease thinks he's getting a shot. Ha 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 ha. You're a fraud. But yeah, back to Chelsea. Sterling missed a couple chances as well. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, the 200 mil pivot. They got cooked by Endo, the Japanese goat Endo. He's the one with the Enzo. The Endo won the debate there. But yeah, Enzo should be ashamed. And he was going up against fans after the game, bro. They had a right to cook you. You were shit. Simple as. You ain't gonna get no excuse for being that crap in a cup final. You're the one that won the World Cup. You've played on the biggest stage that there is to play in football, and you rise in that situation, but you can't rise for an energy drink cup against people that are actually younger than you, even though you're a young guy yourself. So I think for Chelsea, they should be ashamed. And I think, like I said, Gary Neville summed it up best. And for Chelsea, I don't know where they go from here. Poch is not even acknowledging his owner and Top Bowley. He was there. He didn't care about him. There's obviously disarray in the camp. And hey, man, we talk about how like the Glazers ruined United like after a long time for Sir Alex. Top Bowley took what Roman built over the past 15 years, and he destroyed it within 2 years. Bro, Chelsea have lost 6 finals in a row at Wembley. Bro, even Spurs haven't managed to do that. And they're known to be the bottlers of the league. 6 in a row at Wembley. That's crazy. And it's a whole mixture because these are the new kids. These guys didn't have those failures at Wembley like the previous team had, like Lukaku, Mount, Chilwell, other than Chilwell, but like Reece James, all those kids. These are new guys. They don't have that past with them. Yet they repeated the same mistakes of their predecessors. So yeah, it's peak.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll go to Oski after this, but I just want to share this one stat. I think it was on Sky Sports, because there was this narrative, right, that Klopp, they brought on the kids, which they did, but it's just an interesting little tidbit about the average ages of during this cup final, right? So the starting 11 for Chelsea and for Liverpool, obviously Liverpool's was more, averaging an age of 25.8, and then Chelsea's was 23.9. And then at the end of the match, when all the kids supposedly came on, Liverpool's average age was 24.1 and Chelsea's was 22.6. So Oski, was it really Klopp with the kids beating this Chelsea experienced super team, or what did you think about the game?
No, let's be real. Granted, there were some starters, but like the starters that were starting for Liverpool were not the same caliber starters that were at Chelsea, right? Raheem Sterling, obviously we know what that man's capable of. Cole Palmer, arguably their best player on the team. Nico Jackson, a lot of hype for him coming up, and he was a great player. Now, if you look at that midfield, Conor Gallagher, Premier League proven. I don't want to hear it. Let's not hear it. Played in the Prem.
It's your boy, Conor Gallagher in the 10, right?
Oski's take of the season so far is Gallagher in the 10. So we were clowning him when Gallagher was missing all these chances.
I didn't say Conor in the 10. All I said, let's be fair. I'm being fair to Liverpool. I'm not gonna sit here and be biased, right? I'm not gonna sit here.
Dots in the comments.
Enzo, shout out big man Das, man. Hope your mustache looking good, my brother. Now you got Enzo, 100 million paid World Cup winner. Clearly last year all the clubs were chasing him, super hyped, right? Or am I wrong? Caicedo, another Prem proven player. My boy arguably came off of a great season from Brighton. Had Liverpool chasing him, had Chelsea chasing him. My man said, nah, I'm going with the Blues. Should have won with the Reds. But look at the back four. Disasi, who is he linked with? United. Oh, so it's not like these players are like a bunch of youngins. Yeah, they're youngins, but they're youngins with prospect potential, like moving forward. Now, if you look at Liverpool, bro, I did not know these kids on Liverpool's bench. That is the U23 Youth Cup, bro. That's a Youth Carabao Cup.
It's 29, David.
Forget the starting game. Okay, the game started, blah, blah, blah. They had some veterans in the field. They won the game with the subs. They did not win the game with the veterans on the field. So, like, we cannot sit here and sit, oh, yeah, well, the age. Obviously, the Chelsea guys are all young. No one's not taking that from them. But the young players who already been fake groomed, and there was a lot of hype behind before them even signing to Chelsea. Bob Mudryk. I don't know where that man came out of nowhere for him to be 100 million.
But yeah, so those stocks that I talked about buying,
that's your boy. I'm gonna let you get that in that conversation.
Nah, you could probably sell those. I'm holding on to like 2 or 3, but like you probably should. You should probably.
And we have to give credit for them for winning the game at the end of the day, because obviously there's a lot of teams who get hit with injuries, and every single fan base is gonna come and tell you we're a perfect example. Oh, injury list. I would say, I used to say that all the time. After yesterday, ETH out, my boy. Get that man out the club. You out here winning with youth academy players. Like, they say this is career mode on semi-pro at this point. You feel me? You're winning trophies at semi-pro at this point. Like, it's just easy breeze. I would say it was an easy breeze because Chelsea could have buried their chances. But the game was for Chelsea to win with who was starting. You guys don't clearly rate Luis Diaz. Connor Bradley on the right. And who was playing in the 9 yesterday for Liverpool?
Gakpo started there.
Gakpo.
He didn't finish it though.
The dude with the Fellaini.
Gakpo hasn't had that same flair that he had before when he was on the World Cup and when we were linked with him at one point. Now the middle Endo took shreds this summer. McAllister, and who else was there too?
It was
Gravenberch, but he got injured.
Gravenberch with the injury, and then the substitution happened. Oh no, Harvey Elliott started on the right? So it was Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, Elliott moved into the midfield when Gravenberch got hurt. Bradley went to right wing, and then Joe Gomez came in at right back.
So then, but that still shows you Harvey Elliott is still a player, who proved, but he was signed at 16, bro, to play for Liverpool. He wasn't signed when he was. So we got to take that with a grain of rice, that little stat over there. Because, it's cute and whatnot. Yeah, Chelsea got the youngins, but Chelsea got the youngins that everybody wanted. Chelsea got the youngins that they splashed on, and they just kept on adding value to them. 7-year contracts, 8-year contracts. Modric had Arsenal fiending as well to drop that price tag. So it's not like these people just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it was just straight from Cobham Academy and right into the team. If it was like a Cobham players, then all right, we having this conversation, the discussion, but there was serious contenders on the Chelsea team resume-wise before they started. So I personally, like, everybody got to give credit to Liverpool at the end of the day. Yeah, Chelsea fumbled their chances, but Chelsea should have been up 2-3-0 already. It shouldn't have been going to extra time talking about we waiting on penalties.
100%. No, I think you spoke perfectly there. I think
obviously with England predictions, right? Yeah. But Colwell is a perfect example. Wasn't Colwell like the big dude that, oh my God, England can't wait for? That's the England.
Bro, they were saying he's better than Saliba.
Yeah,
he was playing yesterday. Like, so Ben Chilwell, that's an England international. Like, we cannot erase that. Malo Gusto, oh my God, people are putting him in it already in the best right back of the league conversation. Like, what we leaving out? What we leaving out? Yeah, like this is some conversations we gotta see. I don't know if I don't want to play Poch because I really don't. Poch needs to put his DNA onto these players. But even off the bench, likes of Madueke, super hype behind him before he even signed. When he went to the Dutch league, the hype was there.
Super dead.
So you had Modric coming off the bench. You have a 100 million player coming off the bench, and it looked like he was ghosted. So it's something that I don't know if it's the players or if it's the project and the players that they brought together to mesh in the project, but everything is just about like been with Chelsea. Everything has just been all over the place since Roman left. I think because they were so used to a structure. Roman low-key gave me like a dictator type of vibes, right? Like very
Russian oligarch.
He's Russian oligarch, bro.
And then like he really like gave me that type of vibe. So then now if you see it, obviously with Mr. Burger and Fries coming in, it's looking like a burgers and fries kind of project. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, we all know how we are here, though. Everything here is always about like the future and stuff like that, especially like when it comes to like the
absolutely, I
sports
agree with you,
owners.
but
Like,
now
But
once
you
we-
can't.
yeah, now it's-
You can't. The football does not work.
I know, I
Like
agree
how
with you, I
Todd
agree with
Bowley
I agree.
is expecting
See,
it to
like,
work. Like he
like
thought this was the
yeah,
Dodgers, and he's just gonna go splash on
yeah.
Otani and all the biggest superstars and all these young prospects, and it's just gonna work out. And he's just gonna hire a manager who's like supposedly good, and it's just gonna work out. And a board that's just it just doesn't work like that. Football,
He's
you
doing
just
like
can't
he's
come
trying
into
to
football
do.
and just do.
He's trying to do like an 8-year project. And football, you always gotta take football in 3-year cycles. It's always
Yeah.
3-year cycles, and then you go from there. Omar made a good point about Cobham because we all know Chelsea have had the best academy in England for the past decade. Look at all them players
Yeah.
that they produced. They're superstars all over the world. Tomori's killing it in Serie A. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is actually cooking at Milan too. Yeah, yesterday it was La Axa, as they call it for Liverpool, the academy that cooked. They could have used some of them Cobham boys. Livramento could have played left back instead of Chilwell yesterday. Guehi could have played center back. They could have used Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the midfield because he probably would have performed better than Enzo Caicedo, Mason Mount as well. Hudson Odoi is better than Mudryk, if we're gonna keep it real. I know he's kind of been washed, but
shout out David.
Cho is still better than like Mudryk and stuff like that. So they could have used those guys, but Bowley dashed those kids away, and they used to be the creme de la creme of the youth academy.
Yeah,
he dashed them off for some random ass people.
For David Washington.
Yeah, David Washington. That's like the most fake Brazilian name, bro. We gotta check the passport. See what actual nationality.
No, but honestly, Griggs, even those guys that he sold, like I feel like they're still solid. Like Chalobah, I think Chalobah is still a solid player, player that, depending on the type of style of play you work. I just feel like, let's go. Let's really speak about Caleb Hudson-Odoi. When he was sold for like what, 3 mil, right? Some crazy number like that. These players just through the process of what was going on with the change. There's a lot going on, so that club really lost. They lost who they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not as good. Let's be honest. If Hudson-Odoi was here yesterday,
They lost their identity as a club, right? They're just like
exactly. They lost that.
You watch Chelsea. It's just a bunch of guys, right? It's not like there's
no
one.
Chelsea used to be the real men club of the
machine. They used to be a winning machine.
The spine used to be physical. Michael Ballack, Michael Essien, Makelele, Drogba, Lampard, Terry, Carvalho, Gary Cahill, Ivanovic. We're talking about leaders.
Aspilicueta.
Look at the spine now. Bro, their spine's worse than ours. And we're dead too. That's how, bro, the bridge used to be the most feared ground. The way we hype up Anfield, that's the way the bridge used to be. No one wanted to go to the bridge. Even Messi and them guys didn't want to go to the bridge. Barcelona, Pep hated going to Chelsea away. Now, bro, Stamford Bridge is a stopping ground for every other team to go there. No one's fearing them. I'm seeing teams like Nottingham Forest go there and winning.
Under Roman, that's it's just because it all started. Let's be honest. My bad for interrupting you, CK. The project has shifted.
Yeah.
Bo, he think he came in and he's going to do something by throwing all these $100 million contracts or whatever, these crazy contracts over a 7-8 year day period for kids. All right. This is the issue with kids. They're either a super hit or they're a bust. You don't know what you're getting. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that they did not even go. Let's be honest. Look at the transfer sagas. They never went for an actual experienced, proven player.
100%. And I was going to say I think it almost started with that.
The Chelsea project sounds nice and enticing. If these players, he's low key playing FIFA career mode, bro. He's getting a player who could be an average 75, 77 overall. And you're banking in 2-3 years, he's going to be a 91 overall. But what if he doesn't become that? That's the issue. And I personally thought Pochettino would be a great addition to this project just because Pochettino, we've seen him with younger prospects when he was at Spurs. But I don't want to blame Poch. I just feel like these kids never had a style of identity of playing ball a certain way.
And also Poch had the privilege. Like, we look at the players that he was able to develop, right? We're talking about Harry Kane, who's one of the best strikers of all time. Heung-min Son was one of the best finishers in
Dele Alli at his prime.
Dele Alli had a 3-year peak that
Messi,
unrivaled by
Neymar,
many youngsters. Like even at Southampton, when he had the likes of like Luke Shaw, like Luke Shaw was the best left back prospect England's ever seen, right? And he could have been that if he didn't do double leg break. So he had a lot of proven young players. So, and also if if you look at Poch, right, his motto and philosophy was always high press. If you look at Chelsea's team, bro, how are you gonna do a high press with Enzo Fernandez? He can't run. Where's the high press gonna come from?
No, but we know Enzo's a baller. I think it's just a mental.
No, I think, but Enzo's like for me, he's a possession based player. He needs to be like a Toni Kroos type. You can't play Toni Kroos in a high pressing system. That's not gonna
dictating
work.
tempo. Yeah,
he needs to be dictating tempo. But Poch doesn't have the facilities to coach that. That's not his DNA. So Bully had the guy in Potter. He didn't believe in him. He fired him, and then he went for the pretty much opposite manager in Poch in terms of style of play. And now it's not working too. Bro, Caicedo did not come from a high pressing system. He came from De Zerbi. That's a possession based system. That's a whole different level of play. So Bully just didn't do his homework, and with Stanley, all those guys, they're just not football. I mean, those are meant to be the football men, but the football men didn't do their research. How is Top Bully meant to do anything? He's not the guy that knows stuff. He hired those people to do the footballing stuff, and they're not doing it correctly. So it's just a whole bunch of mess that it's gonna take a while to fix. They're gonna have to ditch this youth project and start going and getting some experienced players and hope that the current young core that they got now just takes a little bit of a next step.
Yeah,
no, but
not like
80, you know what it is. Some of the
players.
Go ahead, Cole. My bad.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say not the $80-90 million player, just
That's
like
what I was about to say.
$20-30 million signings that can come into your team and do a job, you know, and they're not gonna have these crazy expectations of, you know, they have to change our team, or it's similar to what United have done, right? Buying these splash signings, and they're expected to come in and
Nico
just
Jackson was a good signing for them. 30 million for Nico Jackson's a good signing.
No,
yeah, it's fine. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Yeah.
He can't be your main number 9 though. You're gonna have to get a real number 9 eventually. Bobby Sheila, 40 mil. That's a good signing. That's decent.
Poch, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I think it's I mean, he's definitely gonna see out the season now. We'll see what happens in the summer. I think you look at United, Liverpool, Chelsea. There's going to be a huge manager carousel at big teams this summer.
Bayern.
And they're all Bayern, right? They're all going to around. It seems like the same 4 named Barca. They're all going to be the same, like 3 or 4 names. Nagelsmann, De Zerbi, Xabi Alonso, Ruben Amorim.
Not that much names.
There's going to be a lot of movement this summer. It's similar to like the NFL almost, where it's like Chelsea, every summer is like 7 8 jobs.
We listen to all those clubs, right? We listen to all those clubs. Chelsea are at the bottom of the list for a managerial desire to go
in terms of like the structure you're going into, like that's hell, man. Absolute hell. But absolutely, Chelsea's one thing. Liverpool, got to give them credit for seeing it out. The jammiest team of all time. You always the longer it went into extra time, the more you just got that terrible feeling in your stomach that something was going to happen. Got to give credit to Klopp. Got to give credit to Van Dijk for leading those guys, and you know they got the first of 4 possible trophies that they could win.
I have one last question on Liverpool, by the way, because it was asked on Twitter yesterday. In the Klopp era, so we have there's 3 main guys, right? BVD, Alisson, Salah. Those are the 3 main guys. How would you rank them in terms of importance?
VVD, Alisson, and Salah. No, what about Trent?
I mean, because they didn't buy him really. It's like he was like the academy kid. Like they bought those 3 guys. Those are like the 3.
That's a tough question. That's a good question. I mean, it's not the best time for Alisson. Kelleher just put up a fucking. If Alisson put up that performance that Kelleher did yesterday, we'd be hearing insane shouts about Alisson.
Salah didn't play yesterday though either.
100%. I mean, I'm trying not to be like recency bias in sport discourse is like insane. Like it's just what have you done for me lately? So I'm trying to think about the whole scope of this team. For me, it's hard not to put Salah first because his output is something that we haven't seen in this league for a very, very, very long time. He's let's face it, he's one of the most prolific goal scorers and players in Premier League history. Even though he's not necessarily my cup of tea to watch as a player aesthetically week in and week out, the dude shows up every single time, every single game. You look at the score sheet, it's Mohamed Salah scoring or assisting.
Omar's gonna hate me for mine.
So I think I'd put Salah first.
It's you know what it is. Everyone's gonna put Salah either at the end of the order or whatever it is. Why? Because Salah can do. Salah doesn't give ball rolls. Salah
that's not why. That's not what I'm saying.
Doesn't go around the world, around the defender, and that's just the human race. I don't know who's doing that in the Prem right now, but it's cool. But at the end of the day, if Salah was on the field yesterday, we're not even having this conversation about FA Cup youth kids. We're having like, yo, you seen that Salah brace? Yeah, I seen it. I'm used to that though.
At the end of the day, if Salah's not on this team, we're not even talking about Liverpool. You can have VVD and you can have Alisson. That's a great spine. That's amazing. Salah, without Salah in that team, they're not winning Champions Leagues.
And
they're not winning titles.
There's a reason though. Okay, so they made the UCL final, right, in 17-18. VVD came in that winter.
Yeah, in January.
The next season, who walked through the door? Alisson instead of Karius. My list is VVD first. I just think this is a transformational defender. This is one of the best center back profiles we'll ever have. This is the best center back, in my opinion, over the last 5-6 years. I don't think there's a debate about that. I have him first. I have Alisson second because I don't think there's a goalkeeper that can chat to him in the last 5 years as well. I think he is the best goalkeeper in the world, and his ability to sweep and his 1v1 ability to save shots is unremarkable. If you look at the data, he overperforms his goals prevented by about +10 every year, which is unfathomable. I have Salah slightly third because I've always rated Klopp in terms like Klopp was always an attacking manager and he was always able to get goals out of it.
Figure it out, yeah.
Like, bro, look at Liverpool before Alisson and BVD were coming in. They were still scoring 4 goals a game. Mane, Firmino, Coutinho, Salah. They're still scoring goals, right? But it was 4-4. It was 4-3. BVD walked through the door, and Alisson walked through the door, and them 4-3s became 4-0s, 4-1s. Like, they just changed the perspective.
Let's not throw all the credit. Hold on. Let's not throw all the credit on Virgil. Because granted, when last season, which was arguably one of their worst seasons, Virgil was a key catalyst in that. Virgil was a key catalyst in that. Virgil is not a world-class center back yet. When I see a consistency of runs of seasons,
you don't think VVD is world-class right now?
VVD wasn't world-class last year.
Please let me finish. And please pay attention to the words that come out my mouth. I don't think he's a world-class center back yet. He's a very good world-class center back.
Yeah, but he's 32.
Definition of world-class. What's definition of world-class in your opinions? Definition of world-class to me is a player that does it every season with no breaks, like nothing happened. Like the Rios and Vidics, like the JTs, the Ashley Coles, that every season they show up and this is a walk in the park. Virgil had his ups and downs. He wasn't always up. It's like us saying Trent. Trent still has a long journey, but that's like saying Trent was a world-class right back. He's not.
That's the nature of being a center back, though. Like you're putting him in position.
He's the best right back in the world.
Trent is not a world-class right back, bro.
Who's a world-class?
Who's world-class? Who's world-class?
That's what I'm saying. There isn't any. We can't just throw the word.
You can't just not be it. So no one's.
Alisson, on the other hand, that's a world-class player because every season you're getting the same form of Alisson. That's like KDB. Every season you know what to expect. You're gonna get that. So you got to get.
So besides last season, what other down season has
Mohamed Salah is world class? You're getting your same output every season. That's a world class player. Shout out TJ Warren. You heard? But you're not gonna give me Virgil, who has his ups and downs.
Okay, he had one bad year last year. 18-19, he was arguably the best player in world football.
Was he third in Ballon d'Or?
Second in Ballon d'Or. He finished about 20 votes off Messi. 19-20, when they won the league, he was again the best defender in the world.
That's 2 seasons.
2021, he tore his ACL. It happened, injury. 21-22, he came back. He was again, when they went for the quad, the best defender in the world. Last year, he had a down year. I'll give him that.
Was he the best defender in the world? Because they didn't win the quad.
21-22? Okay, they still won 2 cups and they were 1 game away from winning the quad, bro.
But they ain't win it.
All right,
so if you don't win the quad, you can't be world class.
Who was the best player on that Liverpool team in the Champions League final?
What does that have to do with him being world class?
I'm just asking a question.
They were all asked.
No. Salah was cooking. And Courtois was
what is that? So if Salah was cooking, that means VVD can't be world class.
Bro, VVD is the best defender in the world, and that is a fact. That he's the best defender in the world. He's been the best center back in the last 5 years.
I might be blind to something. When
it comes to all-timer shots,
he's a great defender.
So
who are your world-class center backs?
So far, it's not like how it used to be, bro. We don't have like a center back.
There's got to be someone that's world class, surely.
Bro, like, no, yo, let's be serious, bro. Because some players don't have the years like maybe the legends do. But when we talk about peak for peak, bro, VVD's peak is better than most of the old timers. Like Vincent Kompany, for example. Vincent Kompany's not a better center back than Virgil van Dijk. I'm gonna keep it real. There's nothing that Kompany can do that Van Dijk can't. And he does most of the things better than him.
This man is high off of a Knicks win.
No, it's not, bro. Yeah. Van Dijk is a better center back than Vincent Kompany. Watch the tape.
That's not really an argument.
He does everything better.
What do you call it? What do you call it, Cole? When the dude look good?
What do you mean?
Why they fans of Garnacho? What do you?
Oh, sexual attraction.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Bro,
big dude, solid, nice braids. That's what we doing.
Bro, no, it's because Van Dijk can chat, bro. Because if you look at the way legendary center backs talk about Van Dijk, they know he's him.
He's amazing, but I don't think he's there yet. I don't think
he's 32 years old,
he's past his prime.
The end of the career is almost here.
I don't think he's a massive catalyst because we're taking away from a lot of play. Like Mane was a massive.
Bro, you know how massive we could bring up certain legends, by the way. Because Dino was world class for about 4 years. He didn't have like more than 5 years of world class season, but he's still the all time that he is.
But no, listen, you can't use that, bro. Dino was just he's the only person who was allowed to do that.
Because we can't use longevity when it comes to bro.
No, but Dino was different.
No, but I'm saying certain players have peaks that are so high. Their peak is so high that it doesn't matter how many years they played because the peak was that high. DVD as a center back, his peak was that high that he has to be regarded as an all-timer. Bro, his peak is better than most center. Bro, his peak, you can argue, is better than the likes of Rio Ferdinand's peak. That's how good VVD's peak was. Bro,
18-19, he was unstoppable.
Bro, I'm not saying he's a better center back than Rio. But like the peak was up there with every single player. And like then you factor that some center backs just have a lot of longevity, but then the peak wasn't as good as Van Dijk. Like, for example, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Nemanja Vidic. Is his peak better than Virgil van Dijk's?
Absolutely not.
It's really not. And these are our guys, bro. Vidic is my favorite captain at United. Leader, captain, bro, legend.
VVD is like prime VVD. That's like bro, what more do you want in a center back?
Bro, the only peak that you could argue is better than Van Dijk's is the likes of Nesta, Maldini, and Jaap Stam. Yeah. And Jaap Stam, because Jaap Stam dominated football for 5 years. Treble, 3-peat with United.
Carlos Puyol was a herb. Lilian Thuram was a herb.
VVD's better than Puyol. Bro, Piqué is better than Puyol. Piqué is the best Barca center back of all time. I've always rated Piqué over Puyol. I've always said that.
This is what you call sexual attraction.
No, it's not, bro.
Puyol got long hair too.
I don't rate Puyol like that. I've always said when it comes to all-timer center backs, I have a lot of
Lilian Thuram.
Okay, I think I didn't watch him. I didn't watch him.
Fabio Cannavaro.
I'd rather have BV. I think.
But you see how many names I could name you in that.
But that doesn't mean that Virgil van Dijk isn't world class because Fabio Cannavaro did it in 2006. We're not saying that.
But that's nostalgia, though. That could be nostalgia, though. The past 100%. Is the past, bro. VVD is better, bro. VVD would have dominated in the era prior to. Bro, the dude is a machine. He doesn't even have to engage in duels because he wins them no matter what.
I feel you though, but I'm just not. I don't think he's
in the past 5 years. Who has been better than Virgil van Dijk, center backs? Okay, yeah, exactly.
But we just no. First of all, Ruben Diaz had one season that would shit on Virgil van Dijk, but y'all not ready.
No, he didn't because 18-19 Van Dijk is the best center back season for the last 10 years.
Oh man, the year they didn't win that quadruple. Why? Because Ruben Diaz was
18-19 is the year that they won the league. The year they won Champions League. 18-19.
Okay, second and then the season after that, when Ruben Diaz
was Diaz the best center back in that City team when they won the league? Because I think you could argue John Stones was better than him.
Here we go, bro. Nah, argue John Cancelo now. Yo,
I got you. I think Cancelo's overrated.
I see. I'm gonna hit you with the. I see where the ball knowledge is, but I see what we could go on.
No. You're not doing that.
You said Virgil van Dijk isn't world class. I mean, if he's not world class,
the worst thing is you said forget.
I gave you world class examples. I just personally don't think world class to me. My definition of world class to answer fine has. I don't know if it's fine. It's Phineas.
Yeah,
like Phineas and Ferb. No, I don't think it's Phineas. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think whatever. Just go.
But whatever. Yo, fine ass. to answer that definition, my definition is a player who consistently does it for several amount of seasons, like the Wayne Rooneys, the Robin Van Persies, Ashley Coles.
Bro, we're not using Van Persie because Van Persie had about 3 years of top level football, and that was
he was cooking at Arsenal before he said, "Come on."
He was
bro.
injured all the time, but he was always
he was
injured.
cooking at Arsenal, bro. He was cooking at
He was
Arsenal.
always injured, bro.
He was injured all the time, and he was still cooking, bro. Stop, bro. To me, but back again, to me, that's the definition of world class. World class is my KDBs. World class is my Fernandinhos. You expect that. The Rodriguez. Fernandinho was world class, bro. CDM.
So if you have one somewhat poor season, you can't be world class.
Okay, sounds good. Virgil last season, conversation end, and we move forward.
No,
I'm asking you.
What you saying?
I thought you were agreeing. No, bro.
If you have one down season, you can't ever be world class.
2 seasons that were like kind of like frisky.
He's about
18, is 18-19 not world class season?
One great season, absolutely.
1920.
What about the year?
The year they won the league. Another. Bro, by the way, do you know the dude has lost 1 game at Anfield in his whole career?
That's nuts.
Do you know how crazy that is? You know how crazy that is? He's lost one game in his Anfield career.
Because the premise shit. The premise shit. So why does Salah have that many L's on his record then? Are you talking about a forward? His job is not to do clean sheets, cuz his job is to score goals. Let's talk about his goals then.
There's certain games out they lost maybe like a 2-1 or 1-0. Why didn't Salah rise and score?
Anyways, VVD. Great defender. Yeah. Let's talk about England call up. We could talk about Haaland performances too, but since he's world class and he's a STEM, uncomfortable conversation there, huh? Yeah, but he's a STEM. When he came into Liverpool, the team just got so much better. So why isn't Haaland getting any much better? But we'll be all right. They got good players there too, so I don't want to hear that. Oh well, they got a great team over there too. But uncomfortable conversation.
Okay, well, that was certainly a conversation. I'm sure that provoked a lot of thoughts.
It did.
Let's move.
I just want to answer register Kev. We all know just because he's Egyptian, you rate him higher. That's more sexual attraction. That's absolutely false. That's absolutely false. What he had done for Egypt was a lot. That's A. And then B, what he has done for Liverpool just rings bells, bro. This man is in the top 3 of players every year. Virgil was it once, but we could proceed to the conversation. I don't see Alisson and Virgil van Dijk consistently every year in the top 3 players. But yeah, to me, it's Alisson.
Alisson hasn't been top 3 player at Liverpool every single year.
I'm talking about Ballon d'Oro nominees type vibes, brother.
He's a goalkeeper, bro. They don't get love. He's a goalkeeper. We didn't give him a Ballon d'Oro keeper. That's criminal.
Casillas used to get love.
No, he didn't. Neuer is the only goalkeeper that ever got nominated for Ballon d'Or.
Casillas got love. Casillas finished second once. But yo, come on. How are we going to fact check?
No, he didn't. Casillas did not finish second in Ballon d'Or.
I'm telling you, check. He either finished second or third. Check that. We could fact check that.
Neuer finished third. I know that in the World Cup year.
Fact check the Casillas. Somebody fact check. Yo, register Kev. You got nothing to do right now.
Fourth place is the highest he ever finished. Fourth place is the highest he ever finished.
Ooh.
Okay, Neuer finished third.
Whoop-de-doo. He still finished in the top 5. So don't goalkeepers finish in the top 5. That's the point.
It's a rarity. How many times has Salah finished in top 5 in Ballon d'Or?
Shit. I would have to use my toes, cuz, to count.
No, you don't. I guarantee you. No, you don't, by the way. No, you don't.
It's a good like 4 times. Easy.
No, it hasn't.
Somebody fact check. Griggs to Kev, I know you got nothing to do but to be sexually attracted to Virgil van Dijk, so you can fact check that for us. But England Euro 2024, let's get this money.
England Euro 2024. There's a lot of players on both. We'll fill in. A lot of players on both Chelsea and Liverpool that are in contention for this. I would hate to be Gareth Southgate this summer because there's a lot of players emerging in the Premier League this season, both young and old, likes of Ross Barkley, Cole Palmer, obviously Kobe Mainoo. There's a lot of players in contention, not to just be in the starting 11, but be in the reserves. So I think we could do the starting 11. We'll do and when we're choosing these players, we'll do something that's obviously we'll have our own, what we would do, and then also mix that with what somewhat realistic, right? We're not just going to put Kobe Mainoo starting because that's never going to happen. But
that's Vinales. That's OD far fetched.
Yeah.
You just ruined my plan.
See, I had a Griggs party, but
Main on the sticks.
so we'll do the starting 11 first, and then we'll do a reserve 11 because it's a 23-man roster. So basically two 11s. You're basically bringing the starting 11, and then no, they cut it down to 23 this year. Okay, so let's start with the obvious ones. Harry Kane,
Ollie Watkins,
Declan Rice. We'll get to the reserves.
Bellingham.
Yeah, Jude.
Yeah. Bukayo on the right.
Yeah.
I'm not in that conversation of Saka of Rashford. Yo, Nick Pope should honestly start.
He's injured, bro. He's injured.
Luke Shaw really still gets the start? That's crazy.
For sure. Gonna get it. Choa?
Okay, so I think we can all agree that these are the players that. Well, we're getting to right back. We'll get there.
There's a conversation there, right? Yeah,
there is. I mean, this is where the what Gareth Southgate we think is going to do to what we would do comes in. So I think, does anyone argue that
isn't Luke Shaw injured too? So like,
he'll be back by Euros.
He'll be back for sure. He's almost back to the end of the season. Nick Pope?
He might be, but also we know Southgate. Southgate's going to start Pickford in the sticks no matter what.
Nick Pope is not it. Also,
I think Nick Pope is better than
T-Rex arms.
Bro, the amount of mistakes that Nick Pope makes is absolutely absurd.
And so does
Pickford. Pickford in England jersey is kind of cold though.
Yeah, he's mad. He's going crazy.
He's never
does anyone disagree with these players?
I'm not gonna lie, there should be a left center back that's a lock.
Harry
Maguire, bro. No matter what, Harry Maguire and John Stones is the center back.
He's been cooking for us, bro. He's been cooking.
All right.
No, I'm not saying like he might be like the best option, but like for
England,
he's been cooking.
This is what we think is going to be
fair. He's been cooking.
Okay, let's get to the right back spot. There's Ben White to mention here, taking Heaton over Pickford. Okay,
Kevin,
don't beg it. Right back.
I know who I would put.
Right. So there's
Southgate gonna put.
There's a Kyle Walker shout, obviously. Great. He's always been pretty good for England. And international football. This is international football as well. We have to remember the type of football that we're playing. Like
there's three names. Let's be real. There's three names. It's Kyle Walker.
James.
It's Trent. No, Reece James.
It's clipped.
It's clipped for him. It's Trent. It's Kyle Walker and it's Trippier. Those are the three that he's gonna call.
Yeah, I forgot about Trippier as well.
Trippier is kind of washed, so it might be finito for him.
Yeah,
bro. It's one name. Alexander Arnold, please just throw him in that right back slot, please, and let's just save time on the right back.
Jesus,
we're not entertaining no Ben White shout. Not entertaining no Ben White shout.
Kyle Walker could easily start. I think he's going to start.
That's the only shout we could entertain, but Kyle Walker is towards the trajectory's coming down. Wife rape charges, wife cheating charges. He doing dumb shit right now, so his mental is finito la música. So let's just be realistic, and we know who's going to slot right in there. It's really
do we? Because if I had to predict a lineup right now that Gareth Southgate is going to start in that opening game, I would think that Kyle Walker is going to start at right back. He's not this progressive. He doesn't want. I don't think he wants a player like Trent to play in his team.
I don't think Trent fits the system of England. I think he could.
Unless you're going to go to like a 3-2-5 in possession with Declan, Trent, Jude, and whoever's going to play this right center mid spot.
You got to go what? Stones right center back, Maguire central center back,
yeah,
Shaw left center back.
Yeah, Declan Rice and then Trent, Jude, and whoever is this in the 4, and then those 3. Almost like a 3-4-3. But so are we doing Trent or Kyle Walker? I think all 3 of us would want to see Trent, but
put Trent.
Okay, let's put Trent.
We could have done that earlier.
It's a discussion. It's 100%.
My discussion with you is that left wing nonsense chat.
No, this position right here, this right center mid position, I think is very, very interesting.
He ain't gonna do it.
For me, it's got to be Philip Walter Foden. in that spot.
I agree.
No, bro.
I mean, no,
James
actually,
Madison. You put James Madison right
James
there.
Madison.
James Madison right
What?
there. Played Matters
James
right there.
Madison?
Played Matters
Bro,
right
this isn't the first 3 weeks of the season, bro.
So we say Madison's better than Foden. Is that what we're saying?
And then you play Foden on the left. That Rashford.
Oh, Foden on the wing hype, bro. No, he's got to play. If you're playing Foden, play in the pockets. He's got to be in the
right side.
Especially in international football. Especially in international football.
I know who I would put there, but you guys said we can't do it. So unfortunately, the democracy needs to win in this situation.
No, Divignale.
Because you guys don't want to see. You don't want to see our youth. You don't want to see our youth prospect shine. Like
yeah. We might have to remove Omar. He might have to go on a timeout for a little bit for that take. To be honest.
Yeah.
Why? He's the most informed. He's the most informed 10.
How is he informed?
Brother,
he Spurs
in September
after the injury.
This isn't September, bro.
Okay, Foden's in better form than Madison right now.
Absolutely, but Foden cooks on the left too, and he cooks in the center position.
He doesn't really though.
I'm not mad.
Last time Foden played left wing.
Who who else could possibly occupy this second
right
8?
Center mid. It's like it has to be like okay, so it depends where he plays Jude though, because if we play Foden, that means Jude has to play deeper.
You don't think Foden can play? You don't think Foden can second phase 8 it? And
Money Mace.
Okay, what about out of possession though?
I mean, no, it's a fair point. I think it's not like Phil isn't going to work hard. Like everyone in that Man City team works hard, but
it's
like
physical. It's like
the running power and all of that stuff.
Foden,
I would personally sacrifice it.
Yeah, me too. Go all out attack, defensive.
Yeah, I think we put Foden there. Now we come to the left wing spot, and obviously Marcus Rashford is in talks. You have the likes of Jack Grealish, who started there before. If Foden doesn't play here, then he could play on the left, I guess. But Saka Foden, it's not really my ideal wing dynamic for Harry Kane.
Well, he's gonna go Raheem Sterling anyways. He's not gonna start Rashford.
Sterling hasn't been really a part of these teams in quite some time. Maybe in 2020 Euros, but since the 2020 Euros.
Sterling hasn't been caught up to the England squad since World Cup, right?
But he has a hard on for players like that. I'm just giving you the heads up. And what we call them up. You wait for nations.
How come Harry Kane gets caught up for it then?
It's Harry Kane, bro. It's like not calling out Cristiano.
Raheem Sterling used to be in that category though in terms of England. Like he used to be the main guy.
True.
He ain't no more.
I just don't think it's Rashford.
I go Rashford because of the
especially if we're gonna hold Raheem Sterling accountable for this season, we have to hold Rashford accountable as well for the season. So let's not play biased cards. I'm just saying that. Let's be fair. If Kobe Mainoo can't make this lineup and he's our most formed player, then how is our most outformed player going to make this lineup? Just because of previous resume?
He's a different team.
I don't think Rashford's particularly out of form at the moment. I think he's been playing well.
He's been playing well, but it's not Rashford. Last season, Rashford. It's not top.
I mean,
you put Rashford with Harry Kane, and you get Rashford the last year
with the Luke Shaw dynamic as well.
Yeah, and you got Luke Shaw overlapping, which we all
Luke Shaw dynamic hype.
That's one of the best dynamics
he's literally England's best. He's literally England's best player, but every time
then injured in the first game of the group stage.
Scored in the Euro finals last time, by the way. But yeah,
he did.
All right, Rashford.
PK, by the way,
that was what? At least he didn't get saved like certain players. He just unfortunately hit the.
I'm more excited for the reserve team though. I ain't gonna hold you.
This is a good team. I think this team can win. This team can win the Euros, in my opinion. There's no reason why
they really need a commanding center back, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Baz, Harry Maguire, box defending masterclass. That's all he has to do. Just head the ball away. You don't have to worry about too much. So this is our starting 11 England team for the Euros. Whoever Rashford mentality isn't prioritizing the game, and it shows his head is in the clubs. That's a United stand take, but we move. Let's move on to the reserves.
All right. Am I allowed to put Kobe Mainoo in the reserves?
Yeah, we can put Kobe Manu in the reserves. Is he realistically making the team though?
If Southgate has any sense in his brain, he does make the team. How many midfielders though? So
It's a little bit.
Are we gonna put like Jordan Henderson in there, bro? Dude's dead.
He's making the team though.
It's a crime against the sport.
He's 100%. Do you disagree that he's making the team?
First and foremost, let's put Ollie Watkins. Let's put
Henderson makes it. I don't think Calvin Phillips makes it though.
Let's put Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins going that 9. I agree.
It would be a disservice if he didn't make it. To be honest.
Yeah, let's put Eberechi Eze. I think Eze gets a call up.
Who?
Eze?
Eze and Matters are gonna get call ups. Let's be honest.
Eze ain't getting no call up. I can tell you.
He got a call up last time.
For the friendly
Nations, as you said, Nations League.
Oh, now that matters, right? Okay, now that's a thing. All right, just making sure.
Let's look up the 2023 World Cup squad.
Nick Pope is probably going to be a bench. Nick Pope is probably going to be the bench.
What about Ramsdale?
He hasn't played though.
No, he hasn't played like that, unfortunately. But
that's the same. That's the same shit you were saying. He has a hard on for Ramsdale. He's always a backup keeper.
I also put Aaron's Ramsdale in it. We could agree. I could agree to Ramsdale, but
I mean, there's 3 keepers though, so it's like they're both getting called up. It's a 3 keeper.
Yeah.
Every single tournament is 3 keepers.
Put one. Sam Johnstone.
I would say him, but he also hasn't played because Dean Henderson started.
Wait, who was the other Ramsdale? Who did we just say?
Ramsdale and Pope.
Like Pope.
Yeah, the Pope's better.
Kyle Walker, right?
Or Trippier.
Put Trippier left back. Put Trippier left back.
You think he would do that?
He's a backup left back. Bowen right wing. I think.
Jared Bowen, yeah.
If Bowen gets a call up for the Euro?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Grealish.
Unfortunately.
Jordan Henderson.
But I mean, sure, yeah, Rashford, you really don't have to bring up Rash.
Jordan Henderson will be in the squad.
Calvin Phillips ain't getting called up. If Gareth Southgate calls Calvin Phillips over Kobe Manu, I'm gonna have to square up with him.
When we look up back, Branthwaite, surely.
Who's the backup center back? He used to be like Connor Cody.
Dyer,
Lewis Dunk.
Lewis Dunk.
He's probably gonna get Cole.
Realistically, why doesn't Jared Branthwaite make this team?
It's between Branthwaite and Cole, right? It's Branthwaite
gonna go Cole. Probably.
I think he goes.
They're both. Just because he's been there before.
That and I think he's seen Cole play left back, so he's gonna use that as an excuse.
That's disappointing.
Mark
Gay, on merit, there's no way Jared Branthwaite shouldn't be in this team.
Yeah, I like Guehi's gonna be the backup right center back.
Guehi, I said Gay.
Yeah. Mark Gay.
Yeah, Marco Van Basten, bro.
Wow, they don't have him?
Is it with a K?
I swear it's with an I. Why can't I type? God damn. Maybe it was. Okay. Now there's 2 more spots to fill.
I think Kobe deserves his call up, obviously. Let's be fair. I think that's a fair shot.
I'm gonna go Kobe and
Madison.
Gallagher.
You gotta call Madison, bro.
I think
Gallagher is a shout. Gallagher's a shout for passion.
I think Manu, Gallagher, and Madison are the last 3 midfielders. Because it's not only just 2 midfielders; it's gonna be 3. So
if he calls Henderson, this is ridiculous.
I think Manu, Gallagher, and Madison get the last 3 midfield spots.
Do you see this, Griggs? Did the Pistons get robbed?
They tanked, bro. They got robbed. They trying to tank, bro. Give it up. Thanks for the dub.
You said Manu, Gallagher, and who?
Madison. I think those are the last 3 midfield spots.
You don't think Jordan Henderson's making it?
No, because this is only 22.
Oh, and then 1 more extra spot.
Oh, that goes to the keeper, though.
So technically, we would be here. What did I just do?
Maybe don't make it. Yeah, that or 1 defender doesn't make it. Because Kyle Walker can also play center back.
Yeah, or Cole can play left back as well. So maybe one of these 2 don't make it.
Like Guehi don't make it, for example, something like that. Yeah. Yo, it's gonna be Henderson over Manu, isn't it? Bro, he's such a fraud.
100%.
Such
He'll
a-
take Calvin Phillips over Manu, bro.
Manu,
we
this is
can't
why we got.
we can't underestimate
go
what
represent the Black Stars.
we can't honestly, we can't underestimate what Gareth Southgate might do. To be honest,
Yeah, Herb.
but okay, so let's go back to the starting 11.
Jordan Henderson is not better. Bro. This is a crime.
I can't figure out which one. Okay. I think that's a pretty good starting 11. And then the reserves that we just picked, there's no reason this squad shouldn't be making it to at least the semifinals of this tournament. I mean, the talent that they have. Jude Bellingham leading the line for the biggest club one of the biggest clubs in the world. Harry Kane, best number 9 in the world. Maybe Holland, maybe.
I mean,
Saka at the peak of his powers right now. Phil in the form of his life. Declan Rice playing amazing. Obviously, the back line is what the back line is. Good chemistry. I mean, why shouldn't this team win the Euros?
That midfield is just not wild, bro. If you look at it,
yeah, I don't like the midfield.
that midfield is gonna run rampant for a couple years. It's not. It's gonna be serious.
One thing I'll say though is like, bro. Okay, so if they're on opposite sides, if they're on opposite sides of the bracket, we all know what the final should be. France versus England. Those are the two most talented teams in the continent.
Yeah.
Bro, you throw out a midfield, a Camavinga, Chouameni, and what is it? I think Griezmann plays like a third man midfielder.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
I just got excited.
That's tough.
Because look at France's team. You got Mainan in goal. Center backs, pick your poison.
It's got to be
Probably
Saliba.
Konate.
Saliba, Konate.
Upamecano.
You have to go Saliba.
Saliba. I think I go Saliba and Konate personally.
Saliba, Konate is
Can't go up and Kano. Can't.
Theo Hernandez.
Teo Hernandez. You got Malo Gusto who could be the right back, or Benjamin Pavard.
Malo Gusto
right
high.
backs. Oh, why you gotta hate on the boy?
Then you have
This
that
man
midfield.
Griggs, when he has a favorite, he just has to throw them in there. Hey, Malo Gusto, I can make a case.
Bro,
He's
how
not
many
making
good
the
French
case.
right back? How many good French right backs are there?
And it's
They
not
use
Malo
him.
Gusto.
Okay, so name me some. Go ahead, name me some.
But it's still Malo Gusto hype. Proceed though.
Exactly. You can't name me a French right back. Go ahead. Yeah, there you go. There you are.
Bro, Benjamin Pavard is easily stepping over Malo Gusto right now.
He probably is. He'll probably start. So go. That's why I said Benjamin Pavard probably. There's a right back, even though he's been playing center back all year. But anyway, I digress. Midfield, I said Camavinga, Chouameni, Griezmann, or you go Chouameni, Rabiot, Griezmann. It's possible.
Rabiot hype. Come on.
Because the shop low-key sees Camavinga as a left back. But anyway, that is a possibility. And then the front line speaks for itself. Killy on the left.
Dembele hype though for France. Come on.
Yeah, the belly hype, but they playing with each other.
And then
at the
Giroud.
PSG. They're probably gonna
Course,
do it.
yeah, you don't really got anyone. So you got
Hopefully that's the fun.
Colomwani's probably gonna take over the striker spot. They're gonna have the PSG.
Then you have Marcus Thuram as well.
I was just about to say Marcus Thuram.
He's
off the
hooping.
bench.
Obviously hurt right now, but hooping. Yeah, so hopefully that's, and then you have,
Low-key, they don't got that many wingers.
Maybe Barcola gets a call up. You have Nkunku who can play.
Oh, and Nkunku in the 10.
Nkunku in the 10. Yeah, Griezmann.
Griezmann.
Griezmann for France, that's cash money. Come on now.
It's the best player. That's the best player in the world.
Yeah, but it should be a good tournament, man. I'm really excited. Last summer.
But if it is against France, though, Trent can't start for France. Can't start for England against France.
Oh no,
he's gonna get cooked by Mbappe. That's where you
gotta
put
be Kyle Walker. 100% Kyle Walker.
Bro, a right hand side of
sure.
Saka, Foden, Trent against Mbappe.
Yeah, it's
Theo.
Yeah, it's clear. Don't joke with that one.
GG.
Do not joke with that one.
One sleeper I gotta say, my sleeper is Portugal.
I was just about to say Portugal would be the other team that I would throw into this.
Can't discount the home nation in Germany. When you're at the home,
that's true.
You always got like a chance.
Germany,
Roberto Martinez at the wheel.
Spain, you can never maybe
Spain hype.
Gavi's injured, so let's speak.
Yeah, Spain hype. Roger at center back.
Netherlands, the Dutch do anything or no?
Nah.
Why? They got a world class center back. They got a world class center back.
You need more than you need. This is a team sport.
Exactly. He saved Liverpool. He's a good backbone, so he could be a great backbone for this Dutch team to reach the finals.
There's
He
nothing
has
wrong
great
with saying
players
that.
with
You
him.
can't.
Memphis Depay, Frankie De
Oh,
Jong.
That's,
give it
that's
up.
what we're bringing up as a good
Give it
player.
up. Give it
Memphis
up. Give it
Depay.
up.
Is
Give it
that
up.
what we're
Give it up.
doing
Give
now?
it up.
Is that what
Give
we're
it up.
doing?
Bro,
Memphis Depay.
Gravenberg,
Gravenberg. Is that what we're
Gakpo.
doing? Cody Gakpo. Is that
Cody
you're such a
Gakpo.
fraud. You might be the
I
biggest
see what
fraud.
we're doing here. I see what we're
You
doing.
might be the biggest
I'm
fraud
just
of them
saying
all.
they're solid players.
No, I see what we're.
Players,
I
nobody got
see. I
players.
see. I see exactly what we're
Dumfries,
doing here.
Denzel Dumfries.
Denzel
Lit.
Dumfries. Yeah. Of course.
Lit.
The lit. Of course.
What are we saying about Italy?
It's not like the Licks. It's not like the Licks is
They,
fourth
almost,
choice
they,
center
they
back
almost beat
behind
Argentina. I
Eric
forgot.
Dyer.
They almost beat Argentina.
Weghorst, right? Weghorst, great player, right?
2 goals.
Of course. She's such a fraud.
Oh,
Italy?
Sure.
Italy, yeah, they gotta give it up. It ain't
Yeah.
2006 no more.
Yeah, that's probably
Greece?
Greece.
We gotta qualify first. I ain't saying anything until we qualify.
Yo,
ain't saying
heads up,
anything.
my laptop is on 2%, so if it shuts off.
Yeah. No, we're about to wrap up, anyways.
Are you good? You good? This was fun. This was really fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good conversation. Great vibes.
Almost a
Appreciate.
fraud. Yeah, almost a fraud. He doesn't know what
Yeah,
world class means, but it's okay. We'll get him the dictionary. It's okay.
We'll talk soon. Make sure you guys like the video. Please, appreciate you tuning in. Still got 50 people in here, so really appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Of course, make sure to like, subscribe. I'll put both of Omar and Griggs' channels in the description. Make sure to subscribe to them. Guys, shout out what you got going, what you got coming on this week. Hey, yo.
I'll let Omar go first before his laptop does.
Yeah, go on.
Footy Fanatics FC live in NYC.
Talk soon.
Soon.
Oh,
Block
The
is
visuals.
Summer
The
coming.
visuals are up.
Summer coming. About to turn on the fire hydrants.
Certain people are coming to the East Coast soon for a week.
Talk soon. Got a lot of content coming for it. Make sure you guys are tuning into Footy Fanatics FC. Crazy visuals, crazy content, good vibes, all that stuff. Make sure to go over to that channel and subscribe. They got a lot of stuff coming soon. Griggs, what you got going?
Griggs Talks on YouTube. We just hit 400 subs yesterday. So
hey, clap it up for Griggs.
The road to 1K is almost
That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah,
400.
Appreciate all the people. And then this week, honestly, football's kind of been dead this week, but we got United on Wednesday, so definitely match reaction for that. And the coach, the manager talks are low-key heating up. Certain people today said Eric 10 interim. So we got to start looking at certain people, aka Julian Bagels left. Yeah, and then basketball as well. Knicks won today. Pistons robbed hype. Give it up. Yeah, playoffs almost here too. So yeah, we'll got something up. But the TikTok will be debuting this week, though. I promise you that. So be on the lookout on the TikTok. Griggs Talk is the same as the YouTube.
Yes, sir. And you know where to find me. Go ahead. Yeah, and over here we're gonna be doing the show every Monday, so make sure to tune in here. And I got a lot of good stuff coming throughout the week. Obviously, we have to unfortunately watch United midweek, probably get knocked out of the cup. But until the next time, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to like and subscribe on your way out.